This year, for me, it felt like the trend was around innovation. There's just a lot of good nuggets. Every day, every presenter, you get some little piece that you can take back.
You know, the younger people aren't gonna have the money to go to restaurants. What are we gonna do? The sky's falling. He's like, they're going to restaurants. They're gonna cut back on Netflix and Amazon Prime and all those things way before they decide they're gonna cook for themselves.
In Cincinnati, we kind of get a little bit of groupthink and kind of start to get stuck in a box and come to these kind of events. Just get exposed to different opinions and different things.
San Diego and this culinary conservation approach is really taking off here, where we're looking at our seafood from ocean all the way to the table.
We actually had this big construction worker get in a fight with an oldest Japanese lady, sweetest little thing, over the last Kentucky Fried Tuna head. Yeah, little Japanese lady won, by the way.
21% of consumers say they'll go out of their way to find a sustainable place when deciding where to eat. And then 24% of consumers said they would pay more to dine at a restaurant that practices sustainability. You project that to the US population, that's like 70 million people or so.
Robert Danhai really brought us back to what ingredients mean.
Imagine taking different cuisines and saying it's this grilled shrimp from Mexico, from Asia, from this, all with tamarind as a base, as kind of a flight of a way to kind of ground the dish and bring it together as they did with these cocktails.
If you're gonna take some sort of small batchy item and have a little bit and have it highlighted, the trick to it is that the rest of the recipe has to be really simple. It has to be flavors that are super easily identifiable.
We bring out all the props, we bring out all the supply. We just figured that we would show that we've got the fruit still in abundance.
Whether you're a sponsor or operator, it doesn't matter. You'll learn something no matter what.
Plastic, this is the corn. The problem with this is if it does end up in a landfill, I just don't want it to be there for my children and my grandchildren's lives.
We've got this theory called Brand Central Station, that we can take a 3,000 square foot building and divide it up and still have Earthburger there, you know, away from the animal products. With that, I think we can circumvent some of the real estate covenants.
Being able to kind of discuss things that are going on in our industry together helps us sort of just be better at what we do and helps us help our customers better.
What we're seeing right now is largest tequila collection in the nation, second in the world. We have over 2,000 bottles of tequila, and we have mezcal as well.
I learned more about tequila, I learned more about mezcal, and I know which tequilas I like and which tequilas I don't.
We built this beautiful restaurant that's doing about $12 million a year. We have incredible, big, beautiful steaks. We have amazing seafood, and everyone's favorite dish on the entire menu is the carrots. All right, and you know what the problem with making the great dishes? You can never take it off, all right?
We've been playing with roasting and things along those lines, but I think the cast iron pan was a good idea. It's something we can execute in the space that we're trying to develop this for.
What I did is I opened up my Instagram. I had every chef in San Diego just tell their story. Like, this is what I'm cooking today, I really need some help, can you send some takeout down? And we did that for an entire year. And I said to San Diego Magazine, like, hey, I'm doing this wonky little low budget tech thing to help out chefs and restaurateurs and everything else, you know, do you want to do it? And they're like, that's not our brand. A year later, I bought the brand.
GCIA is unlike any other organization. It's the relationships that you form and the way that it brings independent chefs and corporate chefs together is really special.